Howdy folks, how's it going? Welcome back. It's Thursday once again. That's right, and it's a warm day here. You probably heard about our little heat wave we've been having, if you've been paying attention to the news. But, well, the case is, that's lousy. It's March. We shouldn't be having this 90-degree weather. Now, I know a lot of people in this country are suffering a lot of cold, crisp weather, snow conditions, all that stuff. And what have we to complain about a heat wave in March? I'm sure you guys would enjoy such a thing, right? Well, sure. I for one, enjoy cold weather. I've spent some time in colder climates. I've experienced cold climates. Not California cold, but cold climates, you know. Anyways, I will be enduring this kind of heat for a large part of the year. I kind of like to have the winter, what little we get. Anyways, that's enough of that. This is going to be a short video because it is rather warm out here. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on the blizzard. So last Friday night, I actually came out here and I thought I'd, kind of see what I could do about it. I got the cone off. And it is steel cone. It should be brass. But it's pretty rusted. It's kind of crusty, but it's solid. It's not soft. It's not weakened. It's, but I got the cap off. It's loose now, and I started investigating this thing. Yeah, the globe plate is really kind of fouled up. We saw that last video. There's a lot of crap in this. You hear that? Yeah, there's stuff floating around in there. But I leak tested this thing. I did. I put a bunch of acetone in this thing, and would you believe it? It actually held liquid. And there was only a little damp spot that started to appear on the bottom. So the fount is kind of secure. Yes, it holds acetone. And I would say that, in all intents and purposes, it will eventually hold fuel once again. So it's still pretty crusty inside, and if I take a lot of the decay and the corrosion out, it probably will open up more holes, or make the one hole larger. But I have seal all, and I could definitely seal it, and it will most likely burn once more. That's correct, yes. So with that being said, that's exciting. I did survey the inside of the manifold and stuff. I mean, this thing is pretty sturdy. There are some soft spots on top of the air tubes where there is some failing. There's a hole. Let's see, there's a hole up here. Yeah, it's kind of soft, and then this air tube has been ripped open, and that seems to be kind of common. Especially right here. That one's wide open. The bail gets snagged on something, it just rips it open. But yeah, I mean, this thing's 126 years old. 126-year-old lantern is going to be iffy. But I think she'll burn again. So glow plate wise, I put out a message to Lantern Joe, and he's going to see what he's got. He suggested that a glow plate for a Royal would probably work with the underwire design, but I'm like, well, look, here's the pictures. You take a look. You tell me. I think the underwire design for a Royal from that era would be close, but different, because the globe wires are attached different on the cold blast than the hot blast. That's right. So with that being said, I'm looking through. I'm kind of trying to figure out what thing I could approach this with. Now, Madison Kirkman reached out to him, and yeah, he says he could definitely use one of their No.2 plain glow plates for one of these, and so I might take the globe wires off, which wouldn't be hard at all. I just rip them right off, and I'll send them to Madison, and he can attach them properly to a replacement globe plate, and then probably put a patina on the globe plate so it would not be out of place. So we might be resurrecting this guy. And I've been giving it a lot of thought. And, you know, that the top is kind of beat up. And I can kind of tap it out a little bit so it would be a little flatter, but not so much, you know. And a brass ring is not out of the question. I can get those pretty easily. So we might be making this thing a little happier. It might be fine. It might be okay. So, you know, it won't be a museum quality piece, but I think I can get it working and in a better state. So I will probably be doing a little WD-40 action on this guy and making it serviceable. And then the globe plate will be replaced eventually with a proper one, of course with the original globe guards, because those are special and those are unique to this lantern. And that's one of the reasons why this lantern is the first generation than the one I currently have, is because of the globe plate and the wires therein. So different situation, different style, a different setup. This is the late 90s. This is 99. You know, 98 through 99 era globe guards. Now this lantern was definitely manufactured about 1900. So they were still using the crosswire globe guards, the crosswire guards with the clip on there, like they did prior. An interesting side fact: SG&L did not do that. They did not use the clip on the crosswire guards, except for the OK tilt back models. But on their traditional crosswire I'm having a moment here. Crosswire globe guards, they did not use the clip. Only Dietz did. Yeah. But anyways, that's what we got going on here, friends. This might be salvageable here. Yeah, it might be just salvageable, and I think I'm going to try. Now there is some holes here. There's a hole here on the tubes on the inside, and also up here on the shoulder. But I can fill those with some, you know. There's a JB Weld type of solder epoxy that some people have used with good results, and I probably could fill that in. I just have to clean those spots really good and then kind of fill it in, and it'll be okay. But yeah, I thought about finding a bottom of the fount and replace that, but I'm like, no, I think I'm just going to leave this, you know, Farmer's Edition alone and just get it burning again. So, but yeah, it's seeming to be okay. You know, it's pretty rusty, but it does have a spring still in there. It seems to be serviceable. Just need a globe plate repaired and replaced with the correct guard wires on there. That should be all right. Yeah. Everything else seems to be pretty sturdy. It's in remarkably sturdy shape. So there you go. And then, of course, a proper brass cone and a proper burner. A brass No.2 size burner will be needed for this guy. So yeah, it will most likely burn again, friends. So yeah, that's the share for today. Sorry it's not a longer video, but I got a lot of things to do, a lot of places to be today. So I wanted to make sure to come out and do a little update for you guys. So stay tuned. I'll be keeping you guys abreast of what's going on with this thing. This will be the focus for the next couple of weeks. And yeah, I do have something else coming. And I will share that as well. But yeah, fun things coming up. So stay tuned, guys, and we will see you in the next video. All right, now, bye-bye. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.